Hello everybody, my name is Gamer and today I'm going to be providing you a little video about how to sort out graphical issues and you know resolution change and some of the other stuff in Project Playtime. Now this is mostly related to graphic settings in a video game because apparently there's an issue where most of the people can settings don't apply, like resolutions, the quality settings like shadows and textures and whatever, they don't go on low, they keep on being high, or render scale or frames per second. So I'm gonna go step by step by detail, explain you what to do. You can leave a comment down below if you feel like there's something confusing that you don't know about this. I'll help you as best as I can. There's also, I'm gonna be providing a guide that I made for Project Playtime on Steam in my description. For those who have already checked it, thank you, you're amazing. For those who haven't, well, you get either this video, or you can go in a guide, or you can ask me personally. So there you have it. You have 3 options. I hope any of them will be helping you. So let me not waste your time. Let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is go to your search bar, which every system has. Unless you don't have it, then you can do Win plus R key if that makes it easier for you. Some people know that because it's more easier for them, but I'll do it this way because I know most of you are not exactly a lot into computers and some of you are, so whoever finds it easier either way around, it's up to you. I'll do it this method. And you want to look for run, which is a program that opens like programs, folders, documents and stuff like that. So the thing that we are looking for that you want to type is localappdata. After you type this, which will be mentioned in the description below, you press OK and you'll be into this big pile of files. Now don't remove anything, don't touch anything. What you want to do on your keyboard is press P. Okay, why I say P? Because it will immediately get you down to the letter O section, because we are looking for a specific file, and I'm looking, as you may see on the screen, is playtime multiplayer, and that's the file you want to look for once you're in this entire thing. Don't touch anything, don't mess with anything, because if you do so, I'm not responsible for whatever you do with your PC. Just follow how I do it and you'll be fine. If there's any, like I said, confusion, ask me, I'll try to help as best as I can. So once you're found at Playtime Multiplayer, you want to open it, open saved. Now don't touch any of these 3 files, go to config, then you want to press Windows No Editor, and you'll be straight up where we have to be. Now there are a lot of piles of files here, documents files, so you want to look for a specific one. You look for game user settings, this one. Double tap it and you'll see this giant gibberish of numbers, and let's say some people call it coding, some people call it garbage, but these are your settings that in this little folder are provided for the game to know, like what settings do you change and how much do you want to change. So this is the thing that we are looking for, that you're going to be using to change your settings for the game manually. So here I'm gonna explain a few things that most of the people will probably look for first important, and I'm not gonna confuse you a lot, so I'm gonna go detail by detail of what to change here. So okay, so first thing you wanna look for is script engine game user settings. So if you want to change your resolution, because I know people have been having issues with that, look for resolution size X and U. Now these ones are basically, so this is the first, let's say you have 120/18 x 7020 as your display resolution, right? So the first number will be 120/18 as your X size width, and the U side will be 720. Now this is 720p. Now you can go 1920 x 1018, however you like it. I'll leave it in the description which resolutions you can do, at least from my point of view that I tried. So it'll be in the description. You could just copy the first number, which is, for example, like let's say this will be like, let's say 800, and this, let's say I change it to 640, for example, and in the description you'll probably see something like 800x 640. So you don't type it like this, you just type this number first, 800, and then 640. Now you don't have to copy how I did it. This was just the example, so people don't get confused, because there's usually a problem like, oh hey, my resolution doesn't change, because there's been mistakes happening in the past. So Next thing you want to look for is prefer full screen. Now if you press 1, that means yes. If you put 0, that means no. So that's how it works, by the way. So you want to look for another one, which is frame rate limit. Now, most of you probably have limited frame because the game is usually 30 FPS. Now here you can just ignore this 9 bursts. It doesn't really matter that much. Whatever, you don't change that, you only change this front number. Now you can just put 100, you can put like 30, 60, however much you like. So this is where you change your frame rate in the game. Now none of this is very important that you need to look through, unless this full screen, which, like I said, if you want a full screen mode, you press 0. If you, which is I think borderless mode, because I'm on that, so I believe that's it, but I'm not so sure. So I'll probably let you know in the what's called in the description, so you'll know for sure. Other than that, for me it's 1, but if it's for you 0, then that's fine, because then it's a borderless screen, so don't worry about it. So when you look into capability groups, what you want to do here is that you wanna, as you may see, resolution quality. It's the rendering quality in a game. Now you can go down below 50, you can go 20, but I'd recommend around 50 to 100 because you'll see the game very blurry. You won't be able to see anything visually, so I'd advise around 50 to 100, depending on your graphics card, obviously. So these are also like view distance, anti-aliasing. It's really up to you. Like I said, bigger number it's better quality, lower quality is like 0, which, like for example here on the post-process quality, which I put it in my game, it's low quality. And for example here's like, let's say low or medium for 1, so that's something like that. So these are like textures. So like I said, if you want to put textures, effects, and all these shadings like I did, like 1 or 0, that's up to you. Just you play with these settings for a bit and then however you like. So for example, let's say texture quality is now, for example, 1, so I'm gonna put it to 0. Now it's gonna be lower in my game. And then when I change it, when I feel like, oh, I want to change it, you put 1, you save it, for example, and there you have it. You just go here, you save, and that's pretty much it. And once you're done, you press X, and that's pretty much about it. Now, if you really want to do this, there's another way. You can just keep your settings the way you like it, that the game doesn't change at all. So the way you can do it is go to your game user settings, right click it, and then go to properties, and then press read only. Now what this will do is that settings that you put it in that file document, they won't change no matter whether you put it to default or whether relaunch the game, and it will apply the way the way game recommends it. It'll be the way you put it. It will only read it, and that's about it. It won't change anything, and even if you try to change it, they won't change anything. So the way you put it here, that's the way it permanently stands. It doesn't change at all. So it's up to you. I like to keep that on because usually when I reinstall a graphics card or whatever, it restores all my settings because of some of the other reasons in other games. So yeah. Alright, so we are in the game in Project Playtime. As I opened it, I had to end up a little bit recording there because I don't really have that much of RAM. I have like 8 gigabytes, so for me there's a little bit of KCD issues with frames per second and everything, so I don't really have the best PC, so don't mind me at all. So as you may see, the resolution that we had in that file, also a borderless screen, like I said, this is because I put it only read. Other than that, I didn't change the resolution on my system. My system still is 1980 x 1080, which is 1080p as a resolution. So other than that, as you can see, max frames per second, which we saw in that file, was 84. Here 84. So I put the textures to 1. See, that's medium. When you put it like on low, for example, like this, it's gonna be 0 in a file. So you have to play 0 if you want to have it low. 1 is medium, 2 is high, 3 is ultra, and that's about it. That's how it goes. So, and resolution scale as well, you can change it in the file. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. So leave you guys comments down below if in case there's something that is confusing about this tutorial, and if you guys need any help about changing this, or if you don't feel like there's something that I didn't explain very well and you want me to explain in the comments, mention it down below. I'll do it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and for I guess watching whatever this was. and I'll see you in the next one. So take care and peace.